Hello my little ghost, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on all notifications to be announced whenever I post new content. It only takes a second, but it helps my work tremendously. Also, make sure to stick around until the end of the video to hear about the giveaway. And now, let's dive into tonight's story. The world is full with rich, bored people. This much I know. I've been making a fortune reselling the same painting for a while now. It all started in a local antique shop. You see, I'm old-fashioned. I believe that if you take good care of something, it lasts a lifetime, and maybe even longer. As such, it's been a hobby of mine to buy old stuff, restore it, and either keep it for myself or sell it to collectors. At first it wasn't much in terms of cash, but I could make ends meet doing something I loved and not being stuck in a redundant 9 to 5. This brings me to today. This passion of mine of bringing old things back to life has finally backfired on me. It's true, I now own several properties and a couple of small businesses, but I'm done. I want to get rid of this thing for good. I found this painting at my local antique shop, like I said. It caught my eye right away, and I decided I would try selling it at an auction. Some eccentric old man, perhaps in his late 60s, decided to offer $50,000 for it. I was astonished. After the auction, I've tried talking to him to ask if he knew anything about the work or the artist. It had no signature, just a title scribbled on the back, The Graveyard Ghost. Surprisingly, he said no, but that he needed to make sure nobody else was going to get their hands on it. That's how badly he wanted to add the beast to his collection. I walked home that day with more money than I'd ever had. To say I was enthralled is an understatement. I immediately started redecorating the place and settling the little debt that I had accumulated over the years. Life was good at last, and I enjoyed every second of it. A week later, while I was working on restoring an old shelf, I received a call from a number I did not recognize. I answered, and as the lady on the other side started speaking, I heard the words painting and auction, and she introduced herself as the granddaughter of the eccentric old man. She said that she wanted to return the painting. Obviously, I freaked out, as I had already spent a good chunk of the money, and I tried explaining this to her. Weirdly enough, the lady did not want the money back. She just wanted to return the painting. I was confused. Eventually, I couldn't help but ask why she wanted to get rid of it so badly and why she wouldn't just throw it away. Hesitantly, she told me that the original buyer, her grandfather, had passed and that he specifically asked her to return the painting in his will without asking for a refund. Given that the situation was awkward enough as it was, I simply answered that I'd text her the address she could have it delivered to and passed my condolences on to her. But just before I was ready to hang up, I heard, "Wait," and she sheepishly asked to meet me in person to hand me the painting herself. I was perplexed, but at the same time I just wished to get it over with. I texted my address, and she came over 2 hours later to hand me the object. I've been given no other details. She was visibly distressed and in a rush, so I did not dare ask either. I simply took the canvas and walked back inside. About a month or so after this event, I thought I'd give the idea of selling the painting another shot. The odds of getting that lucky twice were incredibly low, but I had nothing to lose. So I've put it up on my Amazon profile and decided I wait on offers and send it to the highest bidder. I was happy to even get $20 for it, but instead, the very next day, I had received no less than 16 offers ranging from $20K to $160K. The biggest offer came from a man in the UK who mentioned that he was going to transfer the full amount upon being given confirmation. I froze. I could not believe my eyes. I just did not understand why people were willing to pay so much for a creepy old canvas. As I was staring at my computer screen, in complete disbelief, I received another message from the man in the UK, saying he was ready to negotiate if there was someone willing to offer even more. I snapped out of it and started thinking about my next move. I could ask the guy for more than $160K. How much should I ask for? I thought to myself. Another notification from the guy. He offered to pay $500K. He was just so eager to close the deal. The tips of my fingers touched the keyboard. I texted back, 700 and I'll have it sent right away. Another notification. Deal. This was not the last deal I have closed, however. In total, the first scenario has repeated itself 5 times so far in the last 3 months. It seems that whoever buys the painting died shortly after, and for some reason, their family and friends desperately try to have it returned to me. I've stopped selling it for over 2 weeks now. I think I know why everyone else wants to remove this thing from their proximity. 2 days ago, I got home fairly late at night. I was completely exhausted after finishing everything I had to do. Naturally, I got straight in the shower, ready to call it a day and head to bed shortly after. As I closed the bathroom door, I came face to face with the painting. I had hung it on the door as I would stare at it and try to decipher its mysteries while completing my morning and night routines. To me, it never seemed like much of a work of art. It depicted a ghost. A ghost in the sunset in a cemetery on top of a hill. It had crossed my mind multiple times that maybe it was cursed, but I easily dismissed that idea every time, as I've always considered myself the most logical, down-to-earth person I know. Until that night, that is. Now I'm not so sure anymore. A few minutes into my staring contest with the ghost, something weird happened. I thought I saw it blink. My heart skipped a beat. I rubbed my eyes in disbelief and looked back at the canvas. It was unchanged. Fuck, I whispered. I really need a good night's sleep. As I got in the shower, I made a promise to myself that I would take the painting back to the antique shop first thing in the morning. Which is exactly what I did. However, as I got there, I was met with an outcome I would have never expected. I stared blankly at an empty store. The antique shop had closed for good. Great, I said to myself, just fucking dandy. I walked back to the car, and just before opening the door to throw the damn painting in, A trash can caught my eye. It did not feel right to know I was going to just dump a piece of art in the trash, but I desperately wanted to throw it out at that point. It made me depressed, and it creeped me the fuck out. I took another look at it, as if to say goodbye, and my hands started shaking. I gulped. The ghost was gone. I was staring at the sunset and at the cemetery in the background, and I could not comprehend how the central element of the painting was simply gone. I felt like I was going insane. That was it. I was done with this mess. I threw it in the trash, drove home, and emptied 2 wine bottles in less than a couple of hours. I was trying to forget everything that had happened in the past months, cursing the day I stepped in and bought that canvas. None of this made sense in my analytical mind. It still doesn't. It still baffles me. I don't understand what is happening. But I have a theory of what might be going on. I believe I've owned it for too long. I think something might have attached itself onto me. This might explain the red glowing eyes watching me from the shadows now. I don't know what to do, but I do not want to die. Hello my little ghost, thank you for making it to the end of this video. Now let's dive right into the giveaway, shall we? Basically what you need to do to enter the giveaway, I'm sorry, that's my cat. So what you need to do to enter the giveaway is to like and comment to this video, and most importantly subscribe to the channel. As you might know, I'm trying to grow it to my first 1,000 subbies. And yeah, that's basically it. Now let me show you what I have prepared for y'all. Alrighty, and there we go. So I wanted to make something related to this story and also related to the channel. This is my personal work. This is as you can see, a painting of what else than the graveyard ghost. So if you want this for yourself, like I said, all you have to do is subscribe, like, and comment to the video, and I will pick the winner at the end of March, so 30th, 31st, I don't remember how many days does March have, but basically at the end of the month I am going to post on the community page on the channel who the winner is. We are going to use a random.org engine or something of that sort. So good luck to you all, and I cannot wait to see who the lucky winner will be. All right, see you soon.